Welcome to the second video of probability. My name is Pushpinder Gill. So let's go ahead and get started. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do probability questions related to coins. Now I know most of you guys are scared of doing such questions, but believe me, the technique we're going to learn today, these are going to be the most easiest questions you'll ever face, right? So let's just move forward. So a coin has two sides, right? I'm talking of an unbiased and a fair coin. So a coin has two sides. It has either a head or a tail. Now this, all of you must be knowing what is the probability if I toss a coin, I get a head. So either I can get a head or I can get a tail. So to get a single head, the probability is 1/2, because out of these two cases, one is head, right? And the probability of getting a tail is also 1/2. So this is pretty basic stuff that you all must be knowing. The probability of getting a head when I toss a coin is 1/2. The probability of getting a tail, it's 1/2, right? So let's just move forward. So now he's asking the probability of getting heads if one coin is tossed, which is pretty simple, right? So if you toss a coin, you either get a head or you get a tail. So once you toss the coin, you either get a head or you get a tail. So the probability of getting a head is 1/2. We discussed this earlier as well, right? So now let's just get down to the real questions. Okay, now what is the probability of getting one head and one tail if two coins are tossed? Now I'm going to do this question in two ways. Now you have to decide yourself which way is better for you, and I know which way is better for you. So first I'm going to do it in your high school way, right? The way you were taught in your school. So let's see how you were taught in the school. It says two coins are tossed. So if two coins are tossed, the sample space is going to be equal to, so two coins are tossed, so either you can get a head or you can get another head, or you can get first as head and second as tail, or you can get first as tail and second as head, or you can get both tails. So this is all the possible cases which can happen, right? So either you get both heads, or you get one head and one tail, or you get one tail and another head, or you get both tails. So now he's asking what is the probability of getting one head and one tail. So out of these four cases, there are two cases which I am underlining where there is one head and one tail. Sorry for that, guys. So that means the probability of getting one head and one tail is 2 out of 4, right? Because there are two cases in which I have one head and one tail. Out of 4 cases, the probability is 2/4. That means the probability is 1/2. So now this was pretty simple, guys. But what if I give you a question of 10 coins? So will you be drawing the sample space all over again, or will you be drawing the sample space for 10 coins? No, you can't do that. That is going to be, humanly impossible for you to solve that question within 2 minutes then. So now what do we do? Now let's see one thing. What is he asking you? He's asking you that you need either one head and you need one tail. Now let's look at step by step. So see, what is the probability of getting one head? That is 1/2, right? I recommend all of the viewers to watch the first video on probability as well, because these are the basics of probability. What is the probability of getting one tail? That is 1/2, right? So this is the total probability of getting one head and one tail. Now guys, the thing comes in how many ways can this H and T arrange itself. So since there are two numbers, these two variables can arrange themselves in 2 factorial ways. Now this is very crucial here. You get your answer to be same as 1/2 here as well. Now why did I write 2 factorial? See, this H and T over here is arranged in 2 ways here, HT and TH. You understanding my point, guys? So HT can arrange itself in two ways, HT and TH. Now had the question been for 3 coins and you wanted 2 heads and 1 tail, so in how many ways can this arrange itself? It's simple. The number of variables factorial, 3 factorial, divided by the number of variables which are repeating. So HH is repeating 2 times, so divided by 2 factorial. So these are the number of ways in which HHT can arrange itself. So if I solve it, this comes out to be 3. So even if you want to list down the possibilities, one possibility is HHT, one possibility is HTH, and the other possibility is THH. So what I'm doing is I'm saving you time. So that you don't have to do all that stuff, right? So you get to do the question very easily. So I hope everyone is understanding. Let's move to the next question to make the things more clear. Now, what is the probability of getting 3 heads and 1 tail if 4 coins are tossed? Now my step 1 should be, list down what he's asking me. He wants 3 head and 1 tail. That means he wants a H, and a H and 1 tail, right? So this is what he is looking for. He wants 3 heads and 1 tail. He hasn't specified the position. It can come in anywhere, right? So what do we need to do is, the second step is to list down the probabilities. So what is the probability of getting 1 head is 1 by 2. Again, another head is again 1 by 2. Another head over here, it's again 1 by 2, and a tail, it's again 1 by 2. Now comes the question that this can arrange itself in certain number of ways. So what are those certain number of ways? As I told you earlier, the factorial should be the number of variables, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 factorial divided by the number of times this is repeating itself. So H is repeating 3 times, so divided by 3 factorial, and T is repeating 1 time, that means divided by 1 factorial, which means just 1 only. So I have my answer over here. So this is what is going to give me my answer. You can solve it and you can get the answer, right? So you see, this question was tricky, but using this technique you were able to solve it very easily, right? Had he asked you, let's suppose he asked you that 4 coins are tossed and I want 2 heads and I want 2 tails, right? So this is what I want. Simple. It's 1 by 2 raised to the power of 4. Why raised to the power of 4? It's going to be 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, right? Into nothing, 4 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Now why 2 factorial into 2 factorial, guys? Yes, because H has repeated twice and T has repeated twice, so I have to divide, because there will be less number of cases as compared if I just calculate 4 factorial. I hope everyone is understanding. It's too simple. There is nothing more to tell you guys now. Are you understanding my point? People have been making this concept very difficult all over the years, but this just makes it easy, right? So I hope everyone understands. I'm really sorry for that. So let's move forward. Okay, so what is the probability of getting at least 2 heads when 3 coins are tossed? So he is asking, what is the probability of getting at least 2 heads when 3 coins are tossed? Now my first step, as again, it should be list down what he wants. He wants at least 2 heads, right? That minimum 2 heads should be there. So now I have to list down the cases which are there. So at least 2 head means I can either get 2 heads and 1 tail, or I can get all 3 heads, right? So these are the only number of cases which are there. So I hope everyone is understanding. Now my next step over here is to calculate the answer. Now I have to calculate this individually. So if I calculate it, the probability of this is going to be 1 by 2 raised to the power 3 into 3 factorial by 2 factorial. 3 factorial because there are 3 variables, 2 factorial because H is repeating 2 times, plus, since again there are 3 variables, it's going to be 1 by 2, I'm sorry guys, raised to the power 3 into 3 factorial by 3 factorial, which counts up to 1, because h can arrange itself in only one way, that is h, right? So that pretty much solves our answer. So this is our answer here, guys. It's 1 by 8 into 3 plus 1 by 8. So which is nothing but 3 by 8 plus that is 1 by 2. So I hope everyone is understanding what I'm trying to do over here. It gets very simple for you guys to solve the questions now. You can even solve, okay, next question. The probability of getting 1 million heads and 2 million tails if 3 million coins are tossed. Looks humanly impossible to do it, right? But yes, you can do it. How? See, you need, how many coins are tossed? 3 million coins are tossed. So that means there are going to be 3 million cases, 3 million variables. That means 1 by 2 raised to the power 3 million, right? Into, okay, how many cases would be there? The cases would be 3 million. So 3 million factorial divided by how many times heads would be repeating? 1 million times. So 1 million factorial into 2 million tails would be repeating. So 2 million factorial. You won't be getting this question in your exams or anywhere. You won't find this question. My objective to put this question in this slide is to tell you guys that you can solve any question from heads and tails from coin probability using this technique, right? It's a very powerful technique. You can solve any question, and it is definitely, you don't have to opt for any other technique. No Pascal triangles, no combinations, no permutations. Just apply this and the answer is yours, right? So this was about the coin probability. I would like to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Don't forget to watch the dice probability as well, and some later on couple of more videos on probability that I'll be posting. So sorry about that. So guys, this is my email address. Don't forget to send me your valuable feedback. So this was about the coin probability. Thank you very much and see you next video.